Welcome back, lady lads and gentle lads, to another fresh serving of the BattleTech Brutal Flashpoint playthrough. Now, the previous episode we had finally traveled to a new system, and we're ready to take on a new contract, because we're sort of in financial need, to put it lightly. And to begin, we're going to start off with this mission here. We're going to take 1 in 4 salvage. 228,000 ought to tide us over for a little bit. Although part of me just wants to go with the 418, but I think I'll ease off a little. Who am I kidding? I'm going full salvage. There's absolutely no reason not to go full salvage on this mission. Fortunately, all 4 of our crew now have 3 gunnery. It's not that fortunate, but it's Now look, I'm just glad that we don't have to deal with any 2 gunnery crew members on this mission. And that's all. And we're getting dropped into
Good to go, Commander.
A fairly familiar map. I think I remember having to fight across this river in some capacity, only in this area to this area. But this time our mission takes us over to this outcropping of rocks. So nothing for it but to just sprint forward.
Welcome, fresh meat. I'm going.
It sounds like our boy's a cannibal.
Order received. Heading out.
And reinforcements already. Well, we'll reserve down, let them move first. In fact, we're just going to continue reserving down.
Waiting to pounce.
Okay, I really hope that comes through on the recording, because something's a bit fishy about that.
Your command.
No matter. Our first move will be rock over to the trees here.
Daniel.
And which is it going to fire at? The striker or the locust? Locust is going to go first, in all likelihood, but I think we can get Stinky to take him out instead. So let's just fire at the striker. Okay. Something's... Right, is it still recording? I hope it is. There appears to have been a update going on in the background, which I'm not a particular fan of, but no matter. That has been dealt with now. So we're going to get Stinky to travel all the way over here, get his 4 medium lasers to give this guy some business. And he's already taken a leg out. Good job.
Yes, Commander.
Trout, meanwhile, yeah, nothing wrong with taking you over to here.
Location confirmed.
I think we're going to fire at the striker again.
Confirmed.
Well, I'm glad the SRMs took him out, because that PPC just went completely haywire on us. But that's fine.
Let's move.
We'll get the Vindicator into position now, targeting the leg, and go.
Okay, I'm on it.
You guys are having some problems, I see.
Ready for orders.
Okay, guys, look. The Locust's on the ground. Just
Acknowledged.
take him out. It's easy. Good.
To preach, dear friend.
Rock going on about some war poetry of his. No clue what's up there. But we've taken both legs out, so there is going to be more salvage, but, well, We didn't take this mission for... No, we did take this mission for salvage. I am apparently that crazy. We're gonna reserve down.
Standing here.
Now that this guy's no longer spotting us, we're not too worried. Although apparently a Scorpion was able to move up and spot the Vindicator, which I think I'll deal with presently. Like so.
Engaging target.
Good job.
And stay down.
Vehicle's not posing much of a problem so far. Not gonna look forward to meeting our first behemoth, though. But still.
I'm receiving you.
Now that that's all been dealt with, we can move our boy over to here
Walking here.
and fire at a Jenner. But 50% chances to hit aren't my style, so make it 70. Okay, another hit like that, and he's grounded.
Copy that. Copy that.
Okay.
That hit something good. Go time.
Well, he's down in initiative, so we are going to get first shot at him. Locusts aren't too much of a problem. I feel comfortable moving the commando forward and targeting the Jenner.
Affirmative.
Good. Another leg down. We're getting back into form with eliminating people's legs. One of the Locusts does manage to strip off some of our core torso armor. So, that's a thing to consider.
Moving to position.
But until then, I think we'll just content ourselves with eliminating another core torso, is what I was going to say the whole time.
Do the math, Chief. One less target. Orders.
Stinky's a mathematician, trying to tell us what's what with our mathematics. Whatever, though. Striker or the Galleon, which is more dangerous to us? SRM-6 or medium laser, small laser combo? I think the Galleon activates first, if I'm not mistaken.
All weapons are go.
But it's not going to activate anymore.
Take that, you little bastard.
Easy there, Trout. And yes, I was correct. The Striker does
What do you
activate
need?
second.
Confirmed.
Though this does leave us with the question of, if he's going to activate anyway, we might want to just take this shot at the Locust now, get first chance to hit in the next phase. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Acknowledged.
Okay, we've taken out a leg.
Oh, yeah.
And now that he's grounded, the Striker will activate first. And then we can get an opportunity to knock the other Locust 1M onto the ground. And then the Striker can be dealt with at a later point.
Alright, folks, let's get this done.
Now, we do have another precision strike, which is what I was banking on in order to make this
Onward.
happen. And with that out of the way, we don't much have to worry about moving anymore, really. Okay.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Now, I didn't want you to move, Trout. I'd like to point this out.
Scored a critical hit.
Oh well, though.
Thy will be done.
Nothing much we can do about that.
Moving to position.
He's already been grounded, so whatevs. You know, let's just make life easier for ourselves and core this guy out.
Here it comes.
Very good.
Farewell, sweet prince. Yeah?
We hired a poet. I don't know how to feel about that. No matter. Let's core this guy out too, or do we know? I think we want to aim for his leg.
Confirmed.
So of course we core him anyway.
Gotcha.
Oh well. We took some unnecessary armor damage, but armor repairs are free.
Commander,
So, whatever.
heading out. Acknowledged.
And that's the mission done.
That's right.
Reporting. One less vehicle.
Now to see what kind of salvage we get.
Mission successful.
In cash, we're not rolling. But at least no one got injured. And we now get to select what kind of parts we do want. The Jenner is close to completion. We have the Locust 1M. Yeah, we'll take a Locust 1M part. It'll bring us closer to completing a mech. And yeah. Well, this is somewhat disappointing. I was hoping for at least one more Locust part, but whatevs. This is fine. Alright, that mission put us over the edge in terms of our finances, so we now have 2 months of, well, free space, although I mean, in 9 days that's not going to be the case anymore. Given how well that mission went, I think we are going to immediately go into the next. We could consider the convoy ambush, but again, it's... I don't know if we should. I really don't. Overall, however, we are going to take this assassination mission, and we're still going to be aiming for salvage above credits. The longer we can put that off, the better. And because we no longer have to deal with fatigue, let's remember to check in on these guys a bit more often and see if we can raise their gunnery stats some more.
Mech warrior training
Standing
complete.
by.
Truck, you'll hold on to your stats for the time being. Now, getting back into that contract screen, it was the Dead or Alive mission that I chose, and bam. Now we can move forward. Okay, how comfortable are we feeling about this mission? We'd be feeling right cozy if it was a
Love trees.
Shadowhawk. That's the one. If it was a Shadowhawk that would be running our way towards. Also, something else to consider is how do we approach this weird caldera-looking thing?
On my way.
How about we
Orders?
approach it as... well... let's approach it wide.
Rolling.
No need to get into combat before we need to, but it seems the choice was made for us, so whatever.
Engaging jump jet.
I'll be jumping our medium boys forward, as they are a bit slow in the sprint. And I think we just gained exactly 1 hex of movement in this way. But whatever.
Hey, Chief, I'm picking up an unknown hostile.
Okay, that's 2 lights,
Holding for tactical advantage.
some medium, no heavy. Okay.
I'm receiving you. I'm walking.
Ah, there's one of the enemies. Firestarter and a Locust 1S. Firestarter is going to be moving... I think is going to be the last to move. Out of these 2, anyway.
Gonna need a calibration on my targeting system.
But
I await your command.
we'll find out quite quickly
Going.
just in what order each of these guys is activating.
Now let's see how you handle this.
Naturally, if we can just strip off legs before these guys even get to move, that's all the better.
Receiving you.
From here, however, Trout does have an angle on the fire starter, and we will take the shot. Yeah, I know the numbers were bad, but I feel it was worth the shot. Quite literally.
What do you need? Heading out.
A similar scenario with the Vindicator, except maybe we'll just use LRM. Well, okay. I understand. On this guy we can indirect fire, whereas on this guy we have a straight line of fire.
Firing.
Okay, no hits. 25% chances, I wasn't expecting much. Okay, it's the other mech that moved first. So who has the higher evasion? Jenner has more armor than the
Will be done.
commando. So what I will do,
Moving
put the commando in the tree line, and see about taking off that leg. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing.
Acknowledged.
Putting the center torso down a bunch isn't bad either. And yeah, Firestarter got a pretty good hit in on the center torso, which we're not too happy about. But we will mitigate for it by moving the Jenner just a bit, and I think outright eliminating this guy. Alternately, we could precision strike this thing. With a precision strike, how are we doing? Not horrible. Or do we just want to get this guy gone? Yeah, I think we'll just get him gone.
Firing all weapons.
Yeah. Most of the shots went to the center
Hostile
torso.
eliminated.
Nothing to salvage there, really. Okay.
Affirmative.
Move the Panther here, and we're dealing with another fire starter. Not good. But this one only has 2 pips of evasion on him. But that one is closer to our boys, and we can precision strike him.
On it.
Okay. Our assassination target is firing LRMs at us. Nearly hits us in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Would have been 3 damage, but it would have also meant that our boy is not going to be combat functional for a while had it hit. Yeah. About what we expect out of our chances to hit there. Okay, both lasers hit. That's not too
Reporting
good.
heavy damage.
Commander.
Rock, how do you feel about moving over to here?
Punching all the buttons.
And if you're a spaniel, turn this guy into dog food. Damn it.
I'm here.
We're getting closer.
I'm going.
So long as we can get some of those weapons off, I think that'll be good. I don't think precision strikes stack, so not entirely sure if it's worth taking a precision strike here.
Confirmed.
Yeah. We'll do a standard fire. Strip off a lot of this guy's side armor.
Receiving you.
And then... yeah. I think we jump
Jumping.
in order to get a better angle on this guy.
Roger.
Ooh, center torso's pretty
Think I
banged
did
up.
something good. Commander, I'm wounded.
And he hits us in the head. Of course he hits us in the head. Ah, Jesus.
Yep. Moving to position.
And we took some structure damage on that arm. The one that has almost no armor. Because, of course, we did.
I'm taking the shot.
I decided to shoot at this guy, despite having slightly worse numbers, because, well... I think it was the better option to take.
Barely hit, Commander.
Shroud
Standing
now.
by.
You're a bit too close to that boy. So I'm moving you into the tree line.
Engaging jump jet.
And can you fire anything? Yeah, you can fire the SRMs. And in fact, just precision strike it.
Fire.
Core him out even. Side torso
That is
destruction
something
makes
good.
that job a lot easier for our other two light mechs. And he decides to retarget onto the Vindicator. Totally expected. And the heat we can dissipate quite well by punching him when the time comes for it. So now, Stinky, it's your turn to drop this guy. Not mean?
Locked and loaded.
Very good.
Mech destroyed.
Rock
Live
now.
reserve.
Rock, you will move over to here. Do you have a precision strike available? You do not.
Welcome to my alpha strike.
Okay. Assassination target's moving closer. He is laying into us with LRMs.
What do you need?
Okay. This is the move we're deciding on. Small laser to the rear center torso. Come on. Oh, come on. 75% chance.
Damn it.
Get out of here. And now he gets a full shot at a rear.
Flanking.
How's it looking? Armor's holding. Armor is holding. We will reserve down. See who he decides to LRM. The Jenner. Okay.
Yeah?
Truck. Just move around to the rear. Move around the rear and see... Yeah, you can just alpha strike him.
All weapons, fire.
There. You just hit with that small laser, you would have been able to do that a long time ago. But that's fine. Panther, it is a Shadowhawk, and it's a 2D, exactly the variant we wanted. And we're calling shots on the head. Let's go.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Arm isn't what we want to destroy. What we want to destroy is the head.
Got it, Commander.
So if we destroy the head, we have a much easier time of things.
Reporting critical hit.
We'll accept leg destruction as well.
Ready for orders.
Over here with the commando, all he has is a large laser to fire. And he's missing again. Rather unfortunate.
I'm your spaniel. Standing by.
Stinky, I think if you can go over here, precision strike that leg, we're in good business. And I forgot to turn on one extra laser on you.
Ready for
Damn
orders.
it. How do we want to proceed? I think if we jump over to here, it ought to be okay. Well, structure is already damaged on this mech, so
Aye, aye.
I don't feel bad about doing this.
My
Yeah.
blade can't vent fast enough. I'm taking damage.
Acknowledge.
Okay, show us what your large laser can do, bud.
Yep.
And Truck, if at all possible, I would like you to topple him.
Attacking from position.
There's the headshot!
Gotcha.
Oh, boy. Ah. I was getting a bit worried there that we weren't able to take out that leg, but just had to be patient and the headshot would come. Again, cash don't matter to us. The structural damage that the Panther took, somewhat regrettable, but it would have either way been in repairs, so I felt it was acceptable to get a bit more structural damage in. The injury on Trout, however, is less acceptable. Now, we're taking the 2D parts, as opposed to the 3D parts. They're both 3D and 2D. Really, the third dimension is just made up of a bunch of 2D slices. Okay, enough stupid jokes about physics. Anyway, we unfortunately didn't get that third Shadowhawk part, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And with a bit of icing on the cake in the form of the Locust 1S and Firestarter 9H parts. And AC5 was also retrieved, but whatever. Okay, now we have some work to do inside the mech bay on the Panther. It costs us 3 days to repair. Just going to make sure that it's doing everything properly, so I will manually press the repair button in here. And yeah, okay, good. 3 days ain't bad.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Now, because we no longer have the full complement of mechs, we're going to wait around a bit. 3 days, as a matter of fact, for the Panther to get repaired. Spider is less of a priority. And in 3 days, we'll also have a Rebound back in action. Okay, good. God, the crawl at which the simulation moves along wears on me. No matter. See, does Rebound have any points he can invest anywhere? No. No, he does not. Regrettable, but he is going to be thrown into the Panther now. And as a matter of fact, this leads us straight into our next mission. And we have a choice of a battle or a capture base. Capture base gives us more components, or potential components, so I'll take this one first. And Rebound, you can go into the Panther. I don't feel too bad about doing that. We want to get your numbers up so that your gunnery can be at least marginally acceptable. Okay, let's take our business to the terrain. It's not exactly a better segue than let's get our boots on the ground, but look, we're trying. Work with me here.
Whoa, look at this place. It's so green.
Sorry, I got sidetracked there a bit. Yes, the place is green, and we're lean, mean fighting machines. But the thing I was staring at for just a moment was the base we're capturing. Because I don't remember if I've ever run into this one in the first playthrough I ever did. Well, regardless. We get the commando into some form of cover. Jenner, likewise, somehow they have cover in that position.
I'm walking here. Got it.
And if all things go well, then so long as we get this place scouted and captured,
Roger.
I think that's what's going to trigger the reinforcement wave. Or, we just have to wait. Okay, it's this meeting then. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this base archetype before. It actually looks pretty good.
Onward.
Has some space to it, not just like the condensed things that we normally have to deal with.
Heading out.
Okay, where are the enemies at?
I'm going. I'm walking here.
Heads up.
There we go.
Hostile contacts inbound.
Took them a while, but they finally decided to show themselves up. And they get to activate first. How annoying. Fortunately, the Panther misses, so I'm not going to complain too hard. Now we have the choice of the shooting at the spider
Orders?
or shooting at the
Knowledge.
Jenner. You know what? I'm going to be a bully to the spider. Why not?
Got it, Commander.
Yeah, the ability to take out an entire side torso in
heads
one
up
hit is
good.
pretty good. Again, we're losing structure on that arm. Not too happy
It will
about
be
that.
done.
And I'm somewhat regretting the decision to make that the, to make it the case that we do not have much armor on that left arm. One of the alternate things we can consider is to just simply... Really now? Both of those had to hit? Whatever. We can consider just not repairing this arm,
Ready for orders.
since it's a dud arm anyway.
I'm your spaniel.
Although it then does make it somewhat more difficult for us to do anything else, but, you
Punching
know.
all the buttons.
Yeah, we chose to fire at the Panther rather than continuing to fire at the Spider because he's now
Yeah.
super evasive. And, well, given that the Spider is still super evasive, I think the Panther is still the target of choice. Wow! All of those hit in exactly the same location. Well, save for one of the SRMs, but still. We nearly took off that entire torso, which would have been actually pretty great. We do 35 melee damage. Nah, we'll let the Panther handle that hit. We'll move ourselves farther away with the Commando. I'm a bit worried about him.
Welcome.
And we'll fire at the Panther. There we go, that's exactly the kind of shot we wanted.
This
Taking
could
off
be
the
critical
right
hit.
torso and damaging the center. Now the Jenner. Okay, we have to hide that
Can't
right
take
leg
much
now.
more of this. I'm ready.
Rebound then. You can't actually get close enough in order to fire or punch that guy, which is unfortunate. What about a death from above? I'd do 90 damage to myself, which I think would take my legs clean off, so no thanks. Although you're already structurally damaged, but the 50% chance to hit, not that great. We'll precision strike instead. There we go. That is perfectly acceptable
Target
now.
neutralized.
Bit of a waste of the precision strike, but it'll be acceptable. I'm not too bent out of shape about it.
Onward.
Now the Jenner, it's going to be a bit unfortunate, but I am firing at the rear. And if I can take that thing out in one salvo, that would be pretty fantastic too. So to that end, I should probably jump somewhere behind him.
Yep.
Alternately, I can just move over here and continue firing at the Panther in all honesty. Yeah.
Target destroyed.
I think protecting the Commando was the better option here. Even if he does try to take another shot at the legs, which he does. And he does damage them.
That shot went internal. Waiting for orders.
Fortunately, we can now avenge ourselves on this fellow. You know, we'll even precision strike things along.
Roger that.
Leg's nearly out of
I'm
commission.
I'm walking
Stinky, you can just continue firing at that angle. No problem on that account. You do take off one of the legs.
here. I think things are going
Is it going to take falling damage, or was that a RogueTech only thing? We'll see, I guess. Well, pilot injury is another boon, I guess. That said, now that he is grounded,
Position confirmed.
move the Panther closer, and try for... Oh, what will we try for? Headshot, 2%. Leg shot, 15%. Yeah, these numbers are actually pretty awful. We'll try for the leg shot.
Firing all weapons.
Yep, CT destroyed. Not what we wanted, but what we expected in any case. So long as at some point we get another Jenner online, I'll never have to take out the Commando nor the Spider again, really.
Mission successful.
It'll be better to have an energy-boating Jenner than either of the other two. Yeah, we have a bit of a repair time ahead of us. One Jenner part, one Panther part, and one Spider part. So we're only 2 parts away on the Jenner, which means that the next time we run into one, I'm really hoping for legs. Okay, so taking a look in the mech bay. Commando definitely needs to be repaired. It'll take 1 day. Panther, you'll take 1 day too. Okay. So task-wise, this is how it's going to go. Panther, Commando, and then Spider. Good. We're 4 days away from our next financial report. That said, we're not really in much of a hurry. Okay, another... Yeah, these are way too difficult, I think, for us right now, so we're electing not to do them. Despite the fact that I owe favors to the pirates now, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We have the last mech standing and the burden of proof ambush convoy mission. Badlands and desert terrain. Well, first we'll start with We'll start with the Badlands terrain. We're gonna have heat sinking problems, but we're still in it for the salvage. And one of the unfortunate things is that this doesn't really advance our relationship with any faction, given that we're only taking missions for a planetary government. But I'm not going to complain, really. The contract difficulty is what had me most worried. Yeah. Do we keep this loadout, or do I swap myself in for rebound? No. One thing before that, mech warriors. Check on the mech warriors, make sure that they can get an extra point in gunnery.
Mech warrior training.
Good. Good.
Training complete.
Commander.
I'm receiving you.
Very good.
Training confirmed, Commander.
And truck, very, very good.
Mech warrior training complete.
Alright now. Now, we are taking this mission on. Everyone has 4 in gunnery, except Rebound, which only has 3, but we'll bring you up there, don't worry about it. Right, so where was I in terms of my thoughts? Ah, yes. We're hoping to run into a Jenner on this mission, because if we do manage to assemble this one right now, we're not going to have to deal with it later on. So far, though, I'm looking at a Commando.
This would be some prime beach real estate. If only
That said, first, before we continue things, I'm going to turn off our space heater. It's getting rather too warm inside the command seat here.
I'm walking here.
We're staying tree line bound,
I'm your spaniel.
largely because we want to avoid as much damage early on as we possibly can. So, Commando still gets a shot in on the leg with his large laser, despite the 4 evasion pips, so I see the writing on the wall. We're still going to reserve down. And it's another Commando 1B. This guy doesn't do anything? No, but a Panther certainly does. Going to reserve down one more time. Okay.
Commander?
Apparently we're not dealing with anything else too insane. So we're instead going to move as far as possible in order to take
Got it, Commander.
to be as evasive as possible. Yep. We were expecting that,
Delta
but
connect.
well, the first couple shots are going to be largely for the evasion stripping.
Standing by.
The Jenner, however, can get more evasive by moving like that, and then taking his shot at the Commando. Okay, decent all-round hits.
Orders? Moving to position.
It's now Rebound's turn. All he has to fire is the PPC. Torso's off.
Ooh, that hit something good.
And as a result, so too is the large laser.
What do you need?
And, yeah, we're not going to keep the Vindicator bound to the forest.
Moving to position.
We want to attract fire onto him now.
Firing.
And hopefully the center torso gets destroyed. Good.
Target destroyed.
The less targets firing back at us, the better, I think. Now,
Ready for orders.
Rock, roll over to here,
I got something.
and precision strike this guy in the leg.
Confirmed.
Core torso is acceptable too, really. Okay, good. The evasion was enough to screw up the Panzer's name. No, the Panther's name. Jesus. Smastian, English. Let's go.
Firing all weapons.
To screw up the Panther's aim,
I'm here.
I'm gonna blame this bout of dysphonia. It's not exactly dyslexia, because I'm not reading anything, but dysphonia. Use of the wrong sounds. Yeah, sure.
Can I interest you in some melting armor?
I think he is quite interested in melting armor rebound, but anyway, finishing my thought.
Yeah?
The thing that... Oh, screw it. I don't even remember what I wanted to say anymore. Oh, no, wait, no, I do. I'm gonna blame this dysphonia on my present cold, which is, by the way, doing a lot better. Seems this one's more an aftershock of the previous one. More so than anything else.
Armor breach. Internal damage. Standing
I'd
by.
really appreciate it if the Commando had more armor, but
Moving
it
to
doesn't.
position.
How about a headshot? You feeling in the mood for a headshot? No? Center torso? Fine.
Reporting critical hit. I'm receiving you. Onward.
Stinky then, I don't know. Do something to him.
Here it comes.
I was fully expecting him to just
Waiting for orders.
destroy him outright, which is still probably going to happen right now. Never mind.
Yep. Copy that.
Okay, they're intent on not destroying it, which is sort of a
Orders?
blessing and a curse at the same time, but whatever. So long as we keep the Commando evasive.
Everything I've got.
Yep, that center torso's down to only 4 health.
Ready for orders.
And I think if we attack from this angle, it's still going to destroy his torso. Yeah. Oh well.
Map, Chief. One less target.
I was sort of hoping for more units, that and Jenners, but those weren't forthcoming.
Mission successful.
So we will be taking the convoy ambush mission. Okay. Commando's going to need to go into the repair bay for just a little bit, unfortunately. We do get a Panther part and another Commando 1B part. Honestly, don't know what I want to take here. I think the other Commando 1B part is better. That way it gets us up to 4 out of 8. But so does this, so, you know... And the Panther's sturdier. But we get the other Commando 1B part anyway, so we're happy. So let's get into the mech bay, start the repairs, because we have to do so manually. Commando above Spider. We'll wait the 1 day. Or will we wait 3 days? Will we wait the other 2 days in order to get the Spider online in order to chase down whatever fleeing convoy targets we're going to have to deal with? We will not. Okay, desert biome, it's going to be hot, folks. Let's see how we go. Jenner, Panther, Vindicator, Commando. Sorry, Rebound, we're taking you out of this mission. I think I want things more or less like this. Do I go into the Vindicator? Nah. I'll leave Truck in the Vindicator. Okay, let's hope things go well. I'm expecting more lights than I am expecting mediums, but with 1.5 skulls, who knows? And it's this variant. Ugh. I hate attacking into this convoy path.
I'm walking here.
Our target is within sensor range.
I'm disappointed I'm already within sensor range. I was really hoping they'd be able to, not have to deal with that so much. But whatever. We'll take them on one by one. Let's go Commando first. Get this guy's evasion down a bit. Ooh, very nice. The leg's down already. Or very damaged already.
I await your command.
Jenner, Stinky. You're gonna do the same thing for us.
Havoc.
Yep, let's slip your dogs of war. Now. My proposition is to take out the LRM carrier, although in one shot that's not going to be happening. We'll wait. We'll continue targeting the Spider, however. Ugh.
No damage detected.
Yep, that was to be expected. But oh well. Hopefully this shut'll land. It does, just not where I wanted it to.
How did that taste?
Okay. LRM's not being too crazy.
I've been sensor locked.
We are on a bit of a shot clock, and that does worry me. Oh, Christ.
Took a hard hit there.
You took a very hard hit there, Jenner.
I'm receiving you.
So much so it wasn't even kosher. I think if we get you over to this tree line and precision strike this guy's center torso, you'll be just fine. Except that I moved the commando first.
Ooh, that hit something good.
But this guy's knocked down, so he's less of an issue. And it's a fire starter we're dealing with.
Damage minimal.
Okay, we're not knocked over. Very good.
Ready for orders.
Right. Do please deal with that guy on the ground, Stinky. I know the fire starter is right in front of you, but the guy on the ground first.
Locking in all weapon systems.
There.
Target eliminated.
I was wondering why the center torso hadn't exploded yet, but, well, then I found out. Okay, eliminating part of his damage output is very good for us. And also, you know,
Yeah?
making his sensors fuzzy is also of benefit to us.
Roger.
And we're going to continue attacking that side. And just 10 damage off of legging him, too. Damn it. Our Jenner is still really unsteady.
Reporting heavy fire.
Oh, crap. Center torso is extremely damaged.
That got past my armor.
And we're also knocked down. This is very, very bad for us.
I'm hit.
But fortunately...
Got a sensor lock on me.
Christ, stop hitting the center! Holy hell!
Internal damage.
How do we solve this problem now? We don't even have a precision strike available. Come on, take him out. Oh, crap. Okay, the fire starter decides to be merciful to us. But that's still not good.
I live to serve.
Okay.
And here it comes.
Destroyed? Not quite.
Orders?
Okay, stand up, please.
Okay. I'm standing. Up. Acknowledge.
We're going to jump you backwards, expose your rear armor, unfortunately. It is, at this point in time, your better armor.
Yep.
Jesus. Okay.
Confirmed.
Continue targeting that fire starter. Is he dead yet? No, but I was really hoping he would be. Commando seems to be the next targeting favorite for the enemy convoy. He seems to be holding together rather well so far.
They got a sensor lock on me.
The Vindicator got sensor lock this time. And that LRM carrier is Satan. I should have taken that shot at the LRM carrier. I really should have.
Standing by.
Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Whatever, Rock. This is still fine.
Position confirmed.
You'll do okay for yourself. Just kill the fire starter.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very, very excellent.
Neutralized.
Soon we're going to have to start playing catch-up. Stinky, you're going to be the last to move, if I have any say in the matter. Take out that striker for me. Good. Striker's gone.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Reserve down. Reserve down.
Waiting for the shot.
Reserve down again.
I'm receiving you.
Now is your
Heading out.
time to move.
Full speed.
Heck, you can even vent some heat as a result.
What do you need? Copy that.
Okay,
Commander?
now. Oh yeah, you can't sprint because you're unsteady. Okay. Brace, I guess.
I'm ready.
As for myself, I think I'll jump up onto the road and then start running after them.
Orders?
You'll reserve down.
Roger that. Standing by.
Now truck,
Got it. No shooting.
you'll run
No
after
running.
them. How far away are they from their exit position?
Ready for orders.
Still a bit of a distance away, so I feel comfortable reserving down again. Reserving down again. And another striker decides to make a nuisance of itself.
Standing
Okay.
by.
I just don't want to expose you to the enemy vision yet. Especially with that LRM carrier. So yeah, LRMs are still the problem child of this game. Ugh.
Yes, Commander.
Making targets unsteady is way too effective. That said,
Moving to position. Got it, Commander.
okay. All guard units dealt with.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, I'll jump after the LRM carrier. Fire at the rear. In fact, I'm going to precision strike. I'm not taking chances here.
All weapons committed.
Primary target is taking damage.
Didn't even
I'm ready.
shoot what I was aiming at, but okay. Do we have jump jets on the commando? I don't think we do. We do not. So let's just get you up as close as possible to the road.
Yeah?
Truck, we're reserving you down one. Okay. What little evasion you had is now completely almost gone, so... do we take the risk, jump up here, and continue firing at that thing? I think we do.
Attacking from position.
Kill confirmed.
Good. Very good indeed.
Move her down.
No longer have to deal with his nonsense again.
I'm receiving you.
Now, however, we do have a bit of a problem in that we have to play catch-up. So we'll sprint you over into the trees here.
Yes, Commander.
This should open up the path for Rock and the Commando to move forward. And myself as well. I'll get going.
What do you need?
Now that we're a lot closer, let's PPC this fool. It's not giving us numbers much higher than 85, but whatevs.
I have the advantage.
Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Still evading us. Interesting.
Standing by.
I really don't want to move that guy forward much. I guess I'll just do a standard sprint, vent some heat.
Ready for orders.
Rock. I mean, same to you, my dude. You just move forward. Reserve down. They're not moving anywhere.
Waiting for the right move.
Okay, I guess they've given up now that they no longer have an escort.
Yeah? Confirmed.
Right, we'll move here then. Vent some heat.
I'm receiving you.
And Stinky...
Up high.
Yeah, we can jump you once.
All weapons are go.
Get you start stripping some armor off there.
I'm ready.
Are we comfortable with this?
Orders?
We'll first give Rock a chance to do something. There we go.
Vehicle down.
Now, the Galleon is the one that's going to move first, so... I guess I'll jump. Target the Galleon with a precision strike, just to get the numbers on the PPC a bit better, and target that flank. There we go. This gives Truck the opportunity to eliminate that thing entirely without having to involve Stinky.
Reserving action.
I said optimistically to no one in particular.
Engaging jump jet.
We'll turn off the LRMs, but we will precision strike the flank.
Copy that.
Okay.
Ready for orders.
I'm not taking the risk. Let this guy target the Vindicator instead. He can do that as much as he
Do
likes.
they think they can hurt me?
We'll reserve down,
Yep.
give Truck the first shot, given that she already damaged that side. Turn off the medium laser. The rest is fine. Should have precision struck again. Oh well.
Waiting for orders.
Somehow you still don't have a line of fire from there, which, okay, fine, I guess. Maybe I can finish the job. No, but I can get damn
I'm
close.
receiving you. Got it, Commander.
Rock now,
Acknowledge.
please.
It's time to bug
Good.
out. Get to the LC for extraction.
No need to get to the LC, you'll just come to us. And that was nearly disastrous, but I think I learned from my prior mistakes, and kept our boy in the Jenner safe. Although, that LRM carrier, though. Okay, payout of 52,000 because of a 25% contract... Yes, 25% contract bump. The Jenner's going to need some repair time, but we're about to jump system anyway, so not too bad. But having Stinky out of commission, not so great for us. And in terms of parts, this was rather sad. This was really quite sad. We are going to be taking the mech parts above anything else, and we'll just hope we can get more LRM-20s out of whatever else. But we can't, because this isn't a kind world. Okay, so, as usual, Mech Bay. Jenner this time. 3 days to repair. Not exactly too excessive, but whatever. In our storage, we have a lot of mech parts, and a lot of incomplete mechs. The Locust parts are strong candidates for sale. So far, anyway. We'll be keeping an eye on all this stuff. We're going to be keeping a close eye on this as the numbers here tick down. See if we are going to need to use any of them. Do we have the leeway to get a ship upgrade of some kind, like power conduits? 90,000 should be doable.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Cool. Then we'll get started on that. And additionally, we just need to head out on the star map, see what else there is to do. Travel contract to a 2-skull system, I'll pass. We need to look around for some sort of 1-skull nonsense. Yeah, we're not in the business of flashpoints yet. This is not a thing for us. 1-skull system, I'm looking for another half-skull system, honestly. Go on, there has to be some thing around here. 1.5. We could go back to Panzer for the half-skull, but no. We were just there. I don't think there's going to be enough contracts. So, yeah. The further out we go, the more difficult they get, so... Noticing a bit of a pattern here. Chiefly in that I don't think the game is giving me an option. Christ. Okay, there's Arn. We found Arn. Is there something closer here? I don't think so. I really don't think so. There should also be some way to check this at a glance. Like how difficult a place is without having to actually click on it. But yeah, I think it has to be Arn. Travel time of 20 days. 20 days is a bit. Just as much time as it took us to get from Panzer over to here, so really, it's not too bad. Yeah, we're comfortable with this.
Bio command.
The travel cost is onerous as hell, though. 120,000. I mean, we'll be fine for this contract, or I mean, for this month's payment. So long as we don't get the extravagant expenses bug, and if we do, that might just break the run entirely. At which point, I would be fine with editing a save file in order to get that done, or in order to avoid that, but I don't even think that's possible. No modding exists for that. Okay, good. We're still at normal expenses.
We're almost completely out of cash.
Yes, I understand, Darius. Okay.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
All work orders complete. We'll have repaired power conduits in 3 days, 2 days. One day, 2 day.
Upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
And now in engineering, I would love to get started on the training modules. And I think I will.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
I think I will, because this shouldn't... Yeah, we're going to be arriving in 10 days' time anyway. We'll be just fine. And besides, we were low enough on cash that the extravagant expenses bug would just kill us outright.
For
nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
Yeah, I know we're getting low on sea bills, but we have priorities, Darius. And those priorities are getting our mech warriors trained up and getting our mechs assembled. As a matter of fact, the training modules are going to finish in just as much time as it's going to take us to arrive in the next system.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
Yeah, no, I get it. You don't have to keep reminding me, Darius. Makes me angry, boy.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Okay,
Arrived at our destination, Commander.
we're going to take a quick browse of the store, and all it has in store for us is a blackjack, which doesn't interest us one itty bit. Yeah.
Quite a step up from the leopard, isn't it? I've got to hand it to Dr. Murad. This Argo is a hell of a ship.
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
Welcome to engineering,
I'm just
Commander.
getting through all of their chattiness so that I don't have to do so later anymore. And okay. Half skull, 2 1-skull missions, and a 1.5 skull. This is perfectly alright for us. And we're going to get started on it in the next episode. Until then, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscription, or do whatever else you feel is good. Do feel free to check out our Road to Atlas series, for which there is going to be an end card for in just a moment, if not already showing up on screen. As well as the... Please, brain, work. Right. As well as the Great Patriotic War series that Fang is currently working on. And with that out of the way, I have been Smastian. I'll see you on the battlefield, and have a good day.